What's up, Arcis Golf sales team? It is your new friend, Rachel Sheerin, and thank you so much, Jennifer, for bringing me in. Y'all, I have known Jen a very long time, and one thing I know about her is she loves to win, and that is what I'm guessing she's bringing to this sales huddle with y'all right now. And listen, I wish I could be there in person, but I'm here in beautiful Puerto Rico, so hello from the Fairmont. But while I'm here, I wanted to bring some energy and some perspective to our sales huddle, because if you want to win, here's the thing. I think it's possible to win while we're having fun, and not just fun in that like trite way of, oh yeah, work's fun. I mean it in the way that makes you feel like a winner. I mean, we've all been there, right? Where we've worked hard and we've won, but it's not felt like a win. Or maybe you've worked really hard and then you've won only to create even more work for yourself, thinking, ugh. And y'all, I know I worked in catering sales for a very long time, and I'm happily liberated. So that's why I'm on the speaking and sales training tour now. But at the end of the day, I am here to help you win and feel good. And that really starts to me with understanding just your concept around winning. And if you haven't thought of it already, when you think about the win for the 6 months ahead, as you're starting to plan, I'm gonna challenge you all to think about wins in really 3 different ways. And the first one, the one I care the most about, and the thing, honestly, that everyone here in this room cares the most about, Arcis cares the most about, Jen, your leaders, your teams, your peers, your communities, your friends, your family care the most about, and the one you should care the most about too is the wins you really want. What does succeeding in your role look like? What does winning look like? And here's the thing, it can be data, it can be numbers, it can be hitting those goals, loving crushing it. But can it also be something emotional? Can it also be things around ROI, or the things that get said? Is it the way that your peers think about you, or the things that people come to you with? I will tell you, when I first started out, and this was maybe about year 4, year 5 into my sales and catering career in events, one of the biggest wins was that I was looked at as the person who knew everything on how to close a deal. I loved that. And I still love closing deals today, y'all. So hit me up if you ever want to chat that. But listen, when you think about the legacy that you're building, the reputation, the level of respect, what are those wins that you're looking for? And I go by the 4 goals. And this is my 4 focus buckets. I mean, listen, I love margaritas, so I sometimes call them the 4 focus pitchers, but every single year, and I can break it down into every single 6 months too, I write down what are my personal goals, what are my professional goals, what are my health, physical, mental well-being goals, and what are my community or world goals. And the reason I do that, personal, professional, physical, or health goals, and then community or world goals, is because, y'all, not every year I'm gonna win at all of them. And as much as I would love to say that I would, because I love crushing it and I love being a high performer, every single year is not gonna allow me that advantage. The years that I do crush it in all 4 realms, it feels amazing. But you know what? 2020 gave me a great perspective. I mean, even when I thought I wasn't gonna crush it professionally, I crushed it personally. I crushed it health-wise. I crushed it in the world and in my community. And you know what? Knowing that I was reaching my goals in these other areas, well, it turns out that professionally I didn't do too bad either. In fact, it was the best year ever for my business. So here's the thing. You either can or you can't, but as Henry Ford once put it, the difference is in your thoughts. So when you feel like a winner, it just creates more winning. And it's just so incredibly true that you all work hard. You love to win, and you're working with clients, I'm gonna guess, clients and members that love to win too. And so having that competitive spirit is gonna be infectious. I mean, it's like a magnet, you know? We're drawn into people who feel really good and are activated by things that excite them, things that they feel good about. So Set your personal, professional, health or mindset, it can be both, and community and world goals. These are new ways to think about it. I mean, fill in the blank. I'd feel really good if I succeeded in my personal life in X or with Y, or when I had X or Y. Or, when you think about your world or community, if I could change it or improve, fix it, support it. When you think about your health or well-being, listen, I just want to say out loud, since y'all are high performers, you might want to do everything, all the things. What I encourage you is when you set these 4 goals, whether it's every 6 months or every year, whether you revisit them quarterly, which is something my husband, King Sheerin, as we call him, he likes to do this quarterly. Listen, you'll be tempted to list a bunch of things. Let me say out loud that high performers, I love your energy, but try and pick just one thing. Because you know what? I'd rather have you add to your goals after you've totally crushed your first set than fall short of 10 goals when you only got 8. Because, 80% is still pretty good. Now, the second thing I want to say out loud about sales right now as we see it is because you love to win, we already know your clients love to win. And I'm going to challenge y'all. Do you know what your clients love to win at? And from my perspective, part of my background as a keynote speaker and a trainer is actually I'm a certified professional behavioral analyst. A fancy word for saying I kind of judge people. I mean, y'all, if we were hanging out, I wouldn't judge you, but I'd be paying attention to the way that you behave only because I want to understand what I can do to develop a relationship with you or have more trust between each other. And yes, I can apply it to sales and what we can do to have you sign on the dotted line. So let me just give you a peek behind that curtain. We could spend all day in training about this, giving you those superpowers, but here's a peek behind the curtain. How do your clients like to win? Do you know? For each individual client, ask yourself, does your client gauge a task win, aka getting it done and getting it done well? Does your client gauge an emotional win? They had fun. They had fun with you, okay? Is it a community win? Everyone around them had a good time, right? That really matters. Or is it a learning win, that they were part of the process, that they understood what went into whatever they worked on with you and then created something together? Now, these 4 areas, a lot of times will take dominance. Sometimes people can have 1 or 2 that kind of cross over. I mean, y'all, listen, if you plan something for me, I just want to say out loud, I want to have a good time and I want my people to have a good time, okay? If they're not happy, I'll still probably be happy, but that's probably the margaritas. But still, I want everyone people focused to be happy. Now, on the other side, folks who want to know everything about what you all are doing or what the club's amenities are, what the limits and maybe rules are, if they can get this or that, or maybe special menus, things like that. Listen, whatever it is that you're customizing for your group, if folks are really wanting details, that means they might be task oriented. So listen, let them behind the curtain and know that that's the win for them. Help them win. Be the assist. Because y'all, last time I checked, whether you're in the NBA or in the soccer, or as the Europeans call it, football, listen, assists matter. And I know that I wouldn't be anywhere without the people that assisted me. And I'm going to guess that y'all love to assist folks too. Now, third and final, I just want to say out loud that when it comes to winning, I love winning as a team. And I think you do too. Because y'all, here's the thing. Running with wolves is fantastic. Running alone feels good for a while, but it's not the way to go. And I want to say right now, what you've gone through today, what you've been able to share and experience, learn, I hope you take this energy and you run with it together through the next month. 3 months, 6 months, and you carry it with you because not only do you have an organization and a leader that believes in it, but I'm hoping that even though I can't see you, you have peers that believe in each other too. And I have a saying that I live by. It simply says ROI equals ROI. Your return on investment equals your rate of involvement. So I'll ask you, Arcis Golf, how involved are you going to be? Involved in your development, involved in asking questions, involved in trying something new, involved in sharing best practices, developing yourself and others, involved in the success that really, really matters to you, not just here at work, but in your personal life. High performers, we achieve a lot. We love to win, and y'all, you deserve to win in a way that feels so good to you. My name's Rachel Sheerin. I'm an open book. I'm a huge fan of yours. Miss Franklin, thank you so much for allowing me the pleasure to come and visit your team. I hope to see you all very soon. And until then, stay great. See y'all.